Good morning, everybody. This is my morning routine. I just got up, y'all. I slept late. Do y'all ever sleep late? Sometimes we do. We sit up later and we sleep later. So, good morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Y'all. All right, let's start my morning routine. I already went and got me some tea. That's the first thing on my list when I get up is go get my tea. Gotta have something to drink. And yes, I'm drinking tea in my bathroom. I'm thirsty, but I want to get this done. So I had this crazy idea last night. I said, well, I'll bring my friends along with me from some of my routine this morning, my morning routines. Country girl and her Bible, we have a routine. Yes. It might be silly, but hey, we're doing it. First thing, y'all, I ain't even combed my hair. I just got out of bed. Throw my clothes on and come in here and grab me a glass of tea in the kitchen and come in here. And this is my morning routine, y'all. So let's get to going. Hope everybody's doing fine this morning. Let's get this day going. I started to not do it live because I might want to cut something out of it. Some of the mistakes I might want to cut out of it. But I said, no, it's a lot of trouble to go and do all that. So put a little soap on my face. I was going to do a face mask, but I'll do another video with a face mask. I hope I don't get soap in my eye. Sometimes I use makeup remover, and sometimes I just use soap. But most of the time I just use soap. Looks like we got another beautiful day outside. And inside. I know some people says don't rub your face. I watch a lot of makeup editorials and they say don't rub your face. They say don't do a lot of things that I do. I do it. I've always done it. Y'all, sometimes you see people and they act, you don't see nothing but what you see on YouTube or on the TV, but behind the scenes, this is a behind the scenes video. This is what goes on in the mornings before I go out and start my videos. Now, I have got on there and did a video without putting makeup on. But this morning, I thought I'd bring y'all along with me to let y'all see what goes on behind the video. Hey, I was watching this woman last night. She's 80 years old and she's putting makeup on. And she put a lot of blue eyeliner and then she put blue eyeshadow and it looks so good on her, though I wouldn't want to do that. But it looked good on her. Y'all, I am out of concealer, but I usually don't use it. But I watched that lady last night, the 80-year-old lady, and she did concealer. So I'm going to see if I can't get some out of this tube. I need to buy me some. But when I'm in Walmart, that's the last thing I think of is concealer. She put it on her eyes, but I'm not going to put it on my eyes. And she put it on the dark spots under her eyes. I don't really have no dark spots under my eyes. Like some people has them and some don't, and I don't. So I'm just putting concealer where I think I might need it. In my lifelines and on my chin. Y'all don't do what I do because you just do the way you always do. But I just thought I'd get on there and show you, hey, it's not just grabbing your camera and turning it on. There's a lot to do behind the scenes before you get outside on the back porch to doing the video. There's a lot to do. Oh, I lost my sponge. Wonder where it would be. I wonder where it's at. And I'm trying to do I'm going to try to do makeup this morning the way that I saw that 80-year-old lady do it. There's one. I'll just use that one. Oh, she just rubbed it in with her finger. Let me just go ahead and just rub it in with my finger. This is concealer. Most of the time I don't use it, but I'm using it this morning because I was trying to do it the way she did her makeup. And she didn't put on base makeup, foundation. So, because she said it gets in your wrinkles and it makes them worse. She used concealer. But do I want to do it exactly the way she did? But I'm not going to use blue eyeshadow. I can't get that to close back, but I'll do it later. Okay, and what she did next, now I'm doing it the way she did it, y'all. She got some lipstick, and she used it for her blush. You ever seen people use lipstick for blush? This ain't the way I do my makeup, but I'm just showing you this is the way that 80-year-old lady on YouTube did hers last night. She did her little bit lipstick right here. Forgot what she done with it, and she rubbed it in, but she rubbed it up here. She said it lifts your face up. So we're just trying to do what this lady did. She put it right here. And she used lipstick for blush. And she said it makes your face like it's lifted up. So I said, well, I want to try that. Last night I was watching. I said, I want to try that. I might go live and try it and do a live video. And I don't think men will be interested in watching this. So, yeah, I might want to go hunting or something. She did it something like that. And rubbed it mostly up here. And I've never put blush up there. But it looked good on her. But she put blue eyeshadow on really thick. I don't care for blue. I used to back in the, 60s? Maybe, or 70s? She didn't put lipstick on, but that's one of my favorite things, because when they made my dentures, they made them too small. My mouth looked so small, I try to make it look bigger than what it is. The dentures are too small for my mouth, and I can't get any more made right now. So, let me think, what else? She put on eyeshadow. I don't want to go with blue eyeshadow. Let's see. She didn't use eyeliner either. Well, she didn't use lipstick, so, but I am, like I said, I am Now I was watching one. Goodness, y'all. She used this lipstick that's like this, but she used 2 different kinds. But I don't know if I want to go. I've never liked it because it's supposed to stay on for a long time and it's really too bright for me. I might do just a little. But she used a dark kind around her lips, then she went with a lighter on the inside. I don't really like this kind of stuff. Let me see if I can do this, y'all. She did it like that. And then she goes back and she does a lighter one on the inside. Oh, let's see. I don't think I have a lighter one, do I? Maybe I do. This chair might my back hurt. Oh, the way it's made. Okay. Now we're going to say, what is she doing on there this morning? Putting on makeup on YouTube. But hey, this is life. This is life. I'm no phony. What you see is what you get. I don't just jump up and run out there and do a video on my back porch. I have to go through the routine of getting ready. This is behind the scenes, y'all. A lot of people don't wear lip makeup. I didn't put no blush on, a base on, but I'm not going to. A lot of people don't wear makeup. But I always said, when God tells me to stop wearing it, I'll quit wearing it. But until then, it's like, some people don't need it and others does. Maybe you got low self-esteem and you just feel like you need something to help you to build your self-esteem up just a little. Some people don't need building up. They've got plenty of self-esteem, but others don't have that much. So, and I'm one that's never had self-esteem. I was never raised to have a lot of self-esteem. I've heard people say, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, and I get on to them and say, stop saying that, you're beautiful. Okay, now let's see. She did not put on eyeliner, but she did put some, wait a minute, she did put some brown under her eyes and on top of her eyes, some brown. Let's see if I got anything with brown in it. Yeah, I do. Let me see if I can do like she did and see how it's gonna look. My makeup palette's about wore out, y'all. She put a little right here of brown under her eyes. And she pulled them back like that and put some brown under her eye. Then she put a little brown on top of her eye, like that. I've never seen nobody do it like she did it. I don't know about that, y'all. To me, it don't look right. I think the way I do my makeup. But let's see. I'm just trying to do what she did last night. A little under her eyelid. Then she put a little bit. She pulled her eye back like that so you could bring it into a point. Just a little like that. I don't know if you can even see that or not. I don't really like that, y'all. Y'all, I don't really care for that. It don't show much. It don't. I can't see what it does a whole lot. But she did blue like this right here, but I'm not doing blue. I'm just doing brown. I'm not a blue gal. Alright, she did hers blue like this, so, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing the blue. And I'm doing something that she didn't do. I'm using an eyeliner. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know if I like the way she did it. I'm just not sure about that. I'm not crazy about that brown up there. I like to use my pink. I've always liked pink. I used to watch the editorial of this lady, this different lady, and she'd show you how to put makeup on. And I've watched her, and she's in her 50s, but she's so pretty. But she's probably got a lot of fillers and shots in her face and all that stuff. It's better to be yourself. Be who God made us, you know? Don't try to act like nobody else, and don't try to be like nobody else. Be who God made us, you know? But sometimes you might need a little self-esteem to help you in this world. This world can be so cruel, y'all. And you might just want something to help you a little bit, to feel better about yourself. So you might want to put a little makeup on. I usually put it on thick on my eyes, and then I wind up going back and brushing it up, most of it off. That's the way I do. Like this. And then she goes back and she put more lipstick. I don't know. She just didn't do enough the first time. She done lipstick on for blush. She said if it's patterns, it'll get in your wrinkles. And Lord knows if you're over 50, you got wrinkles. Don't we, ladies? We know about them wrinkles, don't we? But I never put it up on my temple right there. Never put blush up there, but I want to try it. I like to watch people do stuff and try it. Oh, this chair make my back hurt. Oh, I'm sitting in it, I guess. Okay, I do eyeliner, y'all. Some people go under it. I just go inside of my eye a little bit. And I try not to pull on the bottom eyelid. They say don't do that. But it's hard not to when you're putting on makeup. Okay. That's all I'm gonna put on that. I don't like it's too dark really, but I should have bought brown, I guess. All right. I didn't put no base on. I didn't put my base makeup on. But I want to do like she did. Oh, I should have put. I was supposed to put a moisturizer under under this, so my face wouldn't look dry. I didn't do it. Okay, maybe next. I usually do it all the time, but I forgot this morning because I was trying to do what she did. What is this? That's a concealer. Is that the one I just used? I don't think that's the one I just used. Let's do a little bit on these dark spots and these lifelines. Let's do a little bit more on here. Do y'all have lifelines? Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do today, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to... I want to clean my carport out. I want to clean my little room out in my yard, my building. But it might not be cool enough to do all that because you get hot and I need to burn some stuff out in the yard. I don't know what my plans are today. I really don't have no plans for today yet. Okay. I think I got everything. She put a lot of this. I need to get me some new. I'm running out. You do it like that. You drop it once or twice before you use it. And I keep, everyone I've seen that does their eyelashes, they keep going over and over and over. And she went down. We always go up with mascara. She goes down with her. She went down with hers. She did. She kept going down with hers. And then when she got done, she kept pushing them up with her finger. I like to watch different people because they all do things different. Yeah, I'm willing to change. I don't have to be stuck in this thing. Well, say my mama did it or this way, my daddy did it this way. Hey, be willing to change. God might want you to change and do something different, you know? Be willing to change. We learn every day. What we thought we was telling people the right thing, next week we might say, oh, I was telling that wrong. I didn't realize. I thought that's the way it was. I was seeing it wrong. I've even heard Benny Hinn go back and apologize for stuff he's said over sometimes. All right, y'all. This ain't my normal video. This is a little different. This might be a short. I don't know. It might go out as a short. I don't know yet. All right, enough of the makeup. Enough of the makeup. I'm not crazy about the color of that lipstick. I like it to be brown looking. I gotta face mask I started to do, but I'll do that in another video. I'm putting my junk back up. My basket of makeup back up. Hope y'all are having a great morning. Alright, let's get us a little spray going on. Uh-oh. I guess that spray's out. Let's get a little body spray on. Or whatever you use. Already did my deodorant. And alright, now let's do something with this hair. Let's do something with this hair, y'all. I probably shouldn't have did this live. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should not have. Probably should not have done it live. I curled my hair the other day. And I haven't brushed them out yet. So I guess they're coming out this morning. When I comb it, they're coming out. Ow. Are y'all tender-headed? Some people are, some ain't. Ow. I'm so glad my sister got her a dog yesterday, a small dog to keep in her house, to keep her company. I'm so glad she found one yesterday. Okay, now I'm just trying to decide if I want to go curly today. Do I want to go put some curls in my hair today? What do I want to do today? What do I want to do today? Do I want to put some curls in my hair or leave it straight since might work outside today? I don't know, y'all. Y'all want to see me curl my hair or leave it alone? Are we ready to go into the back porch, or do we want to put some curls in my hair? That's the question. Do I want them in it today? I guess we could, just since we're doing a video. Since we're doing the video, let's go ahead and I'll try to section my hair off a little bit. Let's see. Y'all, this is a different video. It takes a few minutes to do this. Hey. But what else do I got to do except go out, work in the yard, or just go eat breakfast? Let's just do a few curls this morning. I hope y'all are doing good today. How I stayed up pretty late last night. I'm doing them kind of thick so we won't have to be in here so long, you know. And then we might go on the back porch and read some. Y'all, this is usually my morning routine, but I don't do this every day. I might do it Saturday night or Sunday morning or one day during the week. I might do it twice a week. It depends on if I want to go straight or curly. Never know. Curly, straight. Let's go ahead and pin this up too. Right quick. Yeah, go ahead and do this side. Yeah. A lot of people thinks, I hear Grandma Helen say, we don't know what all she does before she gets on them videos and all the stuff she has to do. I know it's a lot. She goes outside, and I think she takes her TV and sets her table up and her heater and different things. It's not just jumping out there and no, when you get up or whenever you do it, you got to get yourself ready, and then you got to prepare what you want to say. If you like me, you don't. Sometimes you just go and let it open your mouth and see what comes out. To me, that's what I'd rather do anyway. But yeah, this is a routine. I don't like doing this often because I don't like curling on either because they will burn your hair. But I do it maybe twice a week. It all depends. I like straight too, you know. But curly makes my hair look thicker than what it really is. little curly. Y'all gonna be going on there and say, hey, did y'all see that crazy woman on there this morning? Country girl in her Bible. Did you see what she's a-doing? She's on there putting on makeup and stuff. A lot of people don't approve of makeup. They don't. And I don't believe in doing the crazy stuff you see sometimes on TV. If God convicts you of something, then you're not supposed to do it. Say, if one person goes gambling, if they don't see nothing wrong with it, you know, but when God convicts you of that, and then you keep going, you know, you could be in trouble, or, you know, whatever. If God says stop wearing makeup and I keep doing it. But so far, he hasn't told me stop, so I don't do it to be flashy. I do it to help my confidence a little, because, you know, a lot of people, you say, well, you need to go back in the house. You're looking like that. Look like you just got out of bed. I'm not crazy about this red looking lipstick. I like brown looking. I'm trying to hurry, y'all. But sometimes with this thing, you can't hurry. You'll pull your hair, get it tangled up in this. I have done it before. I've got my hair tangled up in this. I had to pull it out. Pretty quick, y'all. I still got one more piece to do right here. And we'll be done, and we can get out on my back porch. Yeah. I'm trying to put too much hair in it, y'all. You can't just do what you want to with this thing. You just gotta do what it wants you to do. You can't have a whole lot of hair in it. You know, I am naturally curly. I can wash my hair and just squinch it up and put mousse in it and it's curly. Or I go straight, or I can do it this way. Sometimes I use a straightener. It depends what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I feel that day. And, you know, a lot of times it's how you feel. Did you know that? Your mood, what kind of mood am I in today? You'll do that with your clothing that you put on. What kind of mood am I in? What do I want to wear today? Do I want to wear boots today? I got up Sunday morning saying, for church, I said, do I want to wear boots? And I tried them on. I said, to me, that's still too hot. So I had to take them off and try different shoes on. All right, y'all, I'm about done, and we can go to the back porch. This is my morning routine, except I don't have coffee. I don't have coffee. Don't have my coffee. I might not get none this morning either. I don't think I want coffee this morning. Okay. All right, y'all. You ready to go to the back porch? And I didn't take my cover off my tablet, so I can't get it in my stand with the cover on it. So I can comb this out now, which I usually do, you know, comb it down, but I'm not. I'm gonna just leave it curly, real curly right now. So let me see if I can get the cover off of my tablet. I thought I cut y'all off there for a minute. I'm trying to get the cover off of my tablet so I can get it in my stand. It won't open up enough to get the cover in it, on it. I can't get the cover on. Okay, y'all, hang on a minute. Let's go to the back porch. All right, got it in the stand. Now, let me grab my glasses and my phone. This is my morning routine, y'all. I'm just giving y'all a little example of my morning routine. And now we're going to the back porch. See, it's quiet in the house. Everybody's still sleeping. So, here we go out on the back porch. There. Now, I'm going to try to sit right over here. Y'all getting all kind of messed up videos, and I can't go back and cut. I guess I could cut some of the bad parts out before I put it on YouTube. My morning routine, y'all. Yes, that's the morning routine. And I don't know if my volume's up, so let me check my volume. All right, the volume is up. Okay. Now, we are on my back porch. Hang on a minute, let me shut my back door. Y'all, look. I am getting ready. Ho, ho, ho. I'm getting ready for Christmas. I'm digging out stuff or pulling out stuff little by little. It's just a little bird I stuck in it. Little by little. I hang that over my little mantle. I do. Put that over my mantle. Hey, I'm sitting on a bench I put out here yesterday. I had it in my bedroom, but I thought I'd set it out here. Oh, it's a beautiful day. You can't see the light back there, can y'all? And I don't know about sitting up so straight. Well, I just wanted to show y'all. I can't see y'all way back there. Just bring y'all up a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's just a little routine of what I do in the mornings, except I usually fix my coffee too. Because I'm not doing that since I'm filming already, so I'm not going to take time to do all that. So, y'all, good morning. This is Country Girl in her Bible. Hey. Oh. My name is Allie. Oh, I put long sleeves on, y'all, and it's done warmed up out here. Yes. Good morning, everybody. I thought about just turning this video off and do another part, second part, but I think I'm going to just leave it going and just go ahead and let's enjoy this beautiful day out here with y'all out here with me. The lake is calm, except for something jumping down there. There's probably fish that are jumping. Or turtles. We have a lot of turtles in that lake down there. My problem is when I go down there and go fishing, I don't want to leave. I want to fish, 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 fish. Once I start fishing, that's it. I'm going to just stay and fish. But just getting down there to fish, nah, too much trouble. I had something I wanted to talk about. I said yesterday we would talk about that this morning. Now I can see y'all. Yes, praise the Lord. False prophets. Yeah, y'all want to talk about some false prophets? I think I got my lipstick on too bright. False prophets. Yeah, that's what I was in there writing down some verses about the other night. Let me see. It says in Matthew 7:15 through 20. It says Matthew 7:15. It says, beware of false prophets. Beware. He's telling everybody, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening. Ravening means they are inwardly greedy and will harm others for their own gain. I looked up that word. I said, well, what does it says they are ravening? Ravening. It's R-A-V-E-N-I-N-G. Ravening. If I'm saying it, pronouncing it right. Which means like they are inwardly greedy and will harm others for their own gain. If they get something out of it, yeah, they'll just do what they good at, you know. Be careful of false prophets. It says in Matthew 7:16, ye shall know them by their fruits. Have you ever seen anybody that has good fruits? Have you ever seen anybody that's got bad fruit? What does people say about you? What do they say about me? Is my fruit good or is it bad? You know, it says you will know them by their fruits. If you just look at people and see how they act and what people says about them, what kind of fruit do they have? What kind of fruit are they bearing? And you'll know them by their fruits, you know. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. If you're a good tree, you can't bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. An evil tree is not going to bring forth good fruit. Matthew 7:20 says, therefore by their fruits ye shall know them. By their fruits. So if you want to know somebody, just look at their fruits. What are they producing? What are they bearing? Look at their lives. Who is looking up to them? Who is following them? Who is talking good about them, or who is talking bad about that person? What kind of fruit are you bearing? Not everyone that saith unto me. This is Matthew 7:31 says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Not everyone that says, Lord, Lord, is going to go to heaven. But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. I guess if you're not even living right, you say, Lord, Lord, but that ain't going to get you to heaven. You got to do the Father's will. What is God's will? It's not to do bad stuff and to bear evil fruit. You're supposed to bring forth good fruit. Be Christ-like. Live like Jesus would live. we're not perfect, but he says strive to be perfect. Jesus is the only perfect one there was and is. None other. But we're not perfect, but he told us to strive to be. Strive, try your best to be. Even though we'll never hit the mark, but try. You know, I don't think I can ever be perfect in this world. You know, no. Jesus is the only person that's perfect, y'all. He was the only man that's perfect. He had no sin in his body. On him there was no sin. He was a sinless person. He was. That's Jesus Christ, our Lord. He had no sin. He sinned not. But we have sinned. We was born into sin. Oh, let's move on. Let's see. Matthew 7:31 said, "Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven." I don't have much to read, y'all, just a little bit more, okay? I know I done kept y'all too long, but I just thinking about the false prophet. You know, I was thinking too about, it said try the spirits. Try the spirits. Somewhere I was reading about try the spirits. And you know, oh, let's see, I'm not sure exactly where it was at, but it said try the spirits. You know, you can, I think Christians should be able to identify another Christian when you're around them. For example, I was at the church the other day cleaning it, and his brother was up there, and they were out there doing something. And well, anyway, I won't get into that right now, because anyway, and he come in there, and he started talking, young boy, and we was talking, and when he would say something, I could feel the Spirit of God. I could tell he don't have to tell me he's a Christian. A lot of people run around with their Bible tucked under their arm. Oh, I'm a godly man. That don't tell me nothing. When I was talking to him, and every time he would say something, I would feel the Spirit of God coming from him. I would. And then when I would say something, he was feeling it, the Holy Ghost. He was feeling the Spirit of God. See, we'll know them. You know, I think Christians will know another Christian when they're around them. Really, sometimes, most of the time, I think you'll know. And some you might not, but I know, I said, ooh. I said, try the spirits. And, I can tell you are a man of God, you know. I can feel the Spirit of God off of you. And, but he says, try the spirits. And I said, well, maybe that's what he's talking about, because every time he would say something, I'd feel the Spirit of God. I would. Y'all, I'm not good at explaining stuff. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, Matthew 7:21 says, let's make sure I didn't skip a page. Okay. Matthew 7:21 through 23. And when we'll be done, okay? Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Matthew 7:22 says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord. There's the Lord, Lord again. Have we not prophesied in thy name? Oh, you mean you can prophesy and still miss heaven? You have to have charity. You got to have the love of God in you. You got to love. Without love, you know, it's in vain. You can do whatever, but if you're doing it without love, you got to love one another. God loved us. Thank you. God is love. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? Gotta be careful, y'all. I hear Biddy Hinn said one time, you can still be anointed and go to hell. God has put anointing on people, and it's there, you know. That's why he's saying now. I heard that, and according to this, that's what it sounded like to me. How can you do all this stuff unless you do it? Maybe he's talking about you got saved and you loved the Lord and you God anointed you and you went out and did all this thing. And you said, Lord, Lord, have we? And he said, have we not cast out devils? You might have cast out devils. Maybe many has done many wonderful works. And we not prophesied, Lord, in your name. Maybe you did do all that. Maybe somebody was doing all that. But at the end, where are you at the end? You got to run that race. You can't give up in the middle of the race. You can't fall out of the race in the middle of the race. Maybe that's what happened. They started out good, but they didn't end up good. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Some will give in to the devil and be persuaded to go his way and fall away from God. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Yeah, you might have, it don't matter what you did, it's what you're doing when your heart stops beating. What are you doing at the end of this life? What are we doing? Maybe I got on here and talked to y'all about the Lord and then you get saved. But what's going to matter is what I'm doing when my heart stops. What am I doing the day God calls me home? What am I doing? Am I still got the love of God in my heart? That's what's going to matter. You can do all this stuff and then leave God and fall out into sin and get in a sinful world again and do all this bad stuff. That's what he's talking about, I believe. You can fall away. It's not once saved, always saved. You have a choice. I have a choice. I can keep running this race for the Lord, or I can drop out and say, no, it's too hard. I'd rather go out and do sinful stuff, and I leave the Lord. I never, ever want to do that. And I think that's what he's saying. You've seen all these mega churches, and a lot of them's falling and going to jail. See, they might have started out running for the Lord, running and casting out devils and prophesying. But at the end, maybe they got the big head or think, look, I can do it on my own. I don't need God anymore. I can do this. I can do this. That's what Satan said. I. Have you ever seen people that keep saying, I have? There's one person I see on YouTube. It's always, I did this. I can do that. Just bragging on himself. You know, what? It's always, I can do this. I did this. Hey, we need to leave the I out of it, don't we? It's what God does. Praise God. And maybe that's what he's talking about. You started out running for the Lord, but in the end, before your life ended, before your heart stopped, you wasn't where you need to be with God. You left your first love. We need to return to our first loves. If you've left your first love, you need to return to him. And do your first works over. If you've fallen into sin, God loves you. Return to the Lord and do your first works all over again. Do them again. Go to the Father. Say, Father, forgive me. I have sinned against you, God. I have sinned, Father. Forgive me. I've done things that wasn't pleasing to you. Forgive me. He said, return from where you've fallen from. Return. And he'll accept you back. It's your choice. But I think that's what he's talking about. You did all this good stuff. You did all this. You cast out devils. You prophesied. You did all this stuff for God. But you gave up. You gave up. You quit the race. It got hard on you, so you dropped out of the race and you went back out into sin. Matthew 7, well, let me read that again. Matthew 7:22 says, "Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name has cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works?" The Lord will say, this on that day, "Depart from me, I never knew you." Once sin comes in on the scene, I don't think God remembers anything you've ever done. Because sin is got it hid from him. The Lord won't look upon sin. He doesn't. So, let this be the day that you come back to the Lord. If you've walked away from him and you failed God and you know you failed him, hey, God don't condemn you for that. He loves you and he wants you to come back. He said he'd leave the 99 and come after the one that went astray. The Bible says he's married to the backslider. So he's not going to give up on you. But don't give up on God either. He loves you. There's nobody in this world that loves you more than God and Jesus Christ does. Nobody. Nobody. Mom and Dad, nobody loves you more than the Father does. Matthew 7:23, and this will be the last one, y'all. Matthew 7:23 says, "And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you." Nobody don't want to hear those words. I don't care if you cast out devils, prophesied. You got to have that relationship between you and the Father. How is it between you and the Father? How is your relationship? Do you still love him? Or have you got into self and say, well, I don't need the Father. I can do this on my own. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Depart from me. Nobody wants to hear him say, depart from me. When he opens that book and look, he's going to say, your name's not written in this book. Depart from me, I never knew you. Do you want to hear those words? Depart from me? I don't. Oh, Lord, I don't want to hear those words. I don't want to hear him say, depart from me, I never knew you. I want to run this race right. I don't want to be a quitter. I don't want to give in just because the battle gets hard. I don't want to give in. I don't want to give up. I love my Lord. I love him because he first loved me. Ye, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And iniquity means immoral or grossly unfair behavior or wickedness. A deeper form of sin that involves twisting or distorting God's law. That's iniquity. He said, depart from me, I never knew you, ye that work iniquity. And iniquity meant a deeper form of sin that involves twisting or distorting God's law, encompassing the internal state of rebellion and crookedness of the heart, rather than implies a deliberate bending of what is good and right. You deliberately bend what is good and right, leading to wickedness, guilt, and a hardened spirit that separates individuals from God. It will separate you from God, iniquity. Make sure there's no iniquity in you today. We don't want to hear the words, depart from me. I put it on the top of my page, depart from me. We don't want to hear those words. Nobody don't want to hear those words. But sin has separated you from the Father. And if you stay in that sinful state, one of these days you're going to hear him say, "Depart from me, I never knew you." In other words, you're going to hell. He didn't send you to hell. God don't send nobody to hell. We do it to ourselves. He gave us a free will. We got a choice. We can go to heaven or we can go to hell. And when he says, "Depart from me, I never knew you," that wasn't his choice. That ain't his choice. He loves us. He wants us all to go to heaven. But it was our choice. We chose to give up. We chose to turn away from God. We chose. The devil made all this stuff out here in the world to look shiny and beautiful and bright and entertaining and full of joy. But at the end, all things comes to an end. Everything's in a season. And sin is a fun for a season. It's for a season. And then comes that iniquity that separates you from God. For God would say, "Depart from me, I never knew you." Depart from me. But that ain't what he wants to do. I'm sure his heart was breaking when he has to say that, "Depart from me, I never knew you." Because God is love, and he loves you, and he loves me. We're in this race to win. Wasn't it Paul that said, "I have run the race, I have finished my course"? That's what we got to do. I think it was Paul. We need to finish our course, and no matter what, you just got to say, "I'm not giving up, I'm not giving in, I don't care." And the things that troubles you the worst, the things that causes you more problem, it's like that is the troubles that you'll be tempted with, you know. You got to watch for that tempter, because he's going to come around and tempt you. And be aware of false prophets. They're out to destroy your life and cause sin to be upon you and cause you to fall away from the Father. But be aware of false prophets. They're among us, y'all. They are. You just got to keep your eyes out and look for them. And look at the fruit they're bearing. If you have to, just look at their lives. What is people thinking about them? Are they loving them? Are they have bad things to say about them? That fruit? What fruit? What fruit is people saying about you? So, that was these other, what we talked about yesterday, and today, it was false prophets. Be aware of false prophets. They're out to destroy your life. They're come to kill, steal, and destroy you. And it says, "Depart from me," and we don't want to hear that, do we? But that is what I had for today, y'all. Sorry the video's so long, but I should have probably done it in 2 parts. But I'm just showing you what is behind the scene. It's not always just sitting here, you know. I have to get ready. You have to get ready. You have to prepare your heart. You have to prepare your mind, too, before you do something, you know. It's not just what you see. You got to look behind the scenes. Well, it's a beautiful Tuesday. Y'all go out and enjoy your day and be blessed and run this race. You can do it. You can run this race. Some might have gave up, but you know what to do. Get up, do your first works over, and keep running. What's going to matter is what happens at the end of the race, at the finish line. We started out running for the Lord to come to the finish line. Some has failed. Some has fallen away. But you can hold on. Hold on. And don't give up. and you finish your race that God has set before you. Everybody's race is different. It's different things, different huddles. You might be running that race and there'll be a big old hill and you got to jump that hill or climb that mountain or go through that valley. It's a race, y'all, but you hang in there. You can do it. If you're in that valley, hang on. You'll get fed in that valley right there. You'll get fed. You'll get fed. The Lord is there with you. He'll bring you on through that valley, no matter what you're going through. Whatever it is, hey, you just hang on to the Lord and let Him bring you on through that race. You're no quitter until you give up. God don't like quitters. Don't quit on Him. Don't quit on Him. You just keep going. I heard a brother one time saying, well, he wanted to do something, and Jesus, he's always talking about Jesus rides in the car with him. And he said one day, he said, I stopped because I was going to do something. And I know Jesus wouldn't approve, so I just stopped the car and I said, Jesus, you get out. I'll be back in a few minutes. I couldn't believe my ears. I could not believe it. And I've heard others say that. Oh, what would have happened if your heart quit between the time you said, Jesus, get out. I don't want you to go see what I'm fixing to do. So wrong. I want Him with me every second of the day, don't y'all? Every second. I never want to leave my Lord nowhere. I want Him with me all the time. I don't even want to walk my house without Him. You know, that's how much I need Him. I need Him. You need Him. We can't do this without Jesus. He's our everything, y'all. He's your everything. You need Him. And we can finish this race. We can go through the valleys and up the mountains, wherever. Go through them dry places and you'll get thirsty. And the battles will come, and the battles will come, and the trials will come. Hey, you hang on to God, unchanging hands, and don't you let Him go, and you just keep pushing, pressing. Sometimes the days is going to feel like you're pressing. Some days you're going to feel like you're pressing to make it. But you just keep pressing like that little lady that got her miracle that day that had that issue of blood. She pressed and she received her miracle. No doctors could help her. She had no money left. She spent everything at the doctor's office. She had no money. You ever feel like that? You got no money because you've paid the doctors everything? But she pressed on until she got her miracle. There was things in her way. Things was in her way. But what'd she do? She could have turned around and went home and died, but she didn't. She said, I can just touch the hem of His garment. I will be made whole. She done had it in her mind, if I can just but touch the hem of His garment. And she pressed her way to get to the Lord that day. And what happened? Jesus stopped, turned around, and said, who touched me? He felt virtue go out of him. And it went into her, and she received her healing that day. She said, it was me. I'm sure she got up and said, it was me. I received my healing. I'd have been jumping and shouting because she was dying. She was literally dying, and she knew it, that Jesus was her last hope. He is her last hope. Sometimes we know Jesus is our last hope. He's our only hope, really. He is. But don't give up this battle. Don't give up in your trial that you're going through. You hang on. God will bring you through. God's got good things for you. He has. There's great things waiting for you. And me too. There's great things He's prepared for us if we don't give up. Okay? Well, I am going to get off now, I think. Keep running that race. Keep on. You can do it. You can do it. I'll cheer you on. You can do it. Go, go, go. Run, run, run. Run, run. Keep running. You can do it. Quit looking at the trials, looking at the storms, looking at the battle that you're in. Look to Jesus. Look to Jesus. Look to the Father, and you'll make it. You'll make it if you keep your eyes on Jesus. Keep your eyes off the storms, and you're going to make it. The sun's going to shine again for you. It will. It's going to shine again in your life. You might be down and out, but the sun's going to shine again for you. You just hold on. Hold on. The morning's coming. The morning's coming. The sun's going to shine. All the darkness is going to fade away. One day you're going to wake up and darkness is gone. You won the battle. You kept running and you kept running and you didn't give in. You run your race. You kept the course. You kept on and on and on. That's what we got to do. Keep on keeping on, okay? I love y'all. I'm going to get off here. I done been kept y'all too long. I'm sorry. But I love y'all, and y'all have a great day and be blessed. Oh, that wind was so good. It's blowing up here. Be blessed, and I will see y'all. Today's Tuesday. I never know when I'm going to get on here. Let me just say I'll see y'all next time, okay? Next time I will see y'all on the videos, okay? I love y'all, and y'all have a great day, okay? I could say, well, I'm going to get on here like Mondays and Thursdays, but I like to be led of the Spirit, and when I'm feeling it, I want to do it then, okay? I want to be led of the Spirit to do it when I'm feeling the Spirit of God saying, do a video. That's why I don't want to put no time on a day on it. So, because you can always go back and watch it if you miss it when I'm live. And remember, there's always stuff behind the scenes, and it's stuff we have to do. We have to do this stuff. There's other stuff that has to be done. That was just a quick example of what I do sometimes in the mornings. Unless I said no makeup, and I just come straight out here and don't do nothing, pull my hair back. There's days like that, you know. But I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Remember, on YouTube, it's Country Girl and Her Bible, and on Facebook, it's Allie Smoot. If you want to look me up, you can do that. Like, share, and subscribe, okay? Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Now remember, finish your course. Hang in there. You can do it.